guys, it's Kevin again, and as I told you in the last video, I'm going to start reviewing the movies I got for Christmas, because half of the movies I got for Christmas I still have not yet watched, and I just finished watching one of them immediately, right after my Frozen review. I went and I watched this one because I really wanted to see it, and that one that I saw was the Wolverine. Yes, I got the Wolverine. I must say, this is actually a pretty cool set. This is the Best Buy exclusive set, and it's actually pretty cool. You also get, these really cool trading cards. So, yeah, I definitely recommend you get this set. But, I was really looking forward to the Wolverine. I will say one thing. Prior to the Wolverine, the only X-Men movies I've seen, and still, I have not seen any of the others, are the first X-Men and X-Men First Class. I never saw X-Men Origins Wolverine. I didn't see the third one. All I saw was X-Men First Class and the first X-Men. So let me do a quick review of both those. X-Men I thought was a really great movie. X-Men First Class, though, was my favorite. That's when I really started. I think X-Men First Class is the thing that got me really into these superhero movies, because I used to not be as into them as I am now. And X-Men First Class, I blame that for being the movie that really got me into these superhero movies. And I really love the story in X-Men First Class, so definitely I was really looking forward to this because it was the next one after X-Men First Class, and I wanted to see if this was just as good. So, was the Wolverine as good as X-Men First Class? Was it a good Wolverine film? Well, I can't really compare X-Men First Class and the Wolverine because they're two very different films. Was it a good Wolverine film? Yes, it was a very good Wolverine film. And in fact, I have not seen X-Men Origins Wolverine, but I definitely really enjoyed it. And it was just a really, really good superhero movie, in my opinion. I will say, however, it is a little bit different from the other ones, and there are some things that I saw in this one that I think are a little bit different from the other X-Men movies. Some things I think you guys will be a little surprised by, but I was very happy overall with what this movie, what the whole thing with everything into this movie, and I was overall very pleased with it. So, what's the plot of this movie? The main plot of this movie is that it takes place, right after X-Men The Last Stand. Wolverine saved this guy in Japan, in World War II, because we know Wolverine can basically live forever. So, he saved him then, and, we flash back now, and Wolverine, and Logan, I'll call him Logan. Basically, Logan is not in good shape at all. He's a complete hermit. He's not doing anything with his life. And that's basically all he's done, because as we know, he had just killed Jean Grey in the last one. And he's feeling really bad about that. He's a complete hermit. But he eventually gets the news that that guy that he saved years ago is dying. And that guy basically wants him to come to him to basically thank him for everything. And that's what he plans to do. So, when he gets there, though, the guy tells him that the old man tells him that not only is he there to thank him for saving him, but he wants to give him the gift of being immortal. Because as we know, Wolverine's main goal has always been to be immortal. He's always wanted to be immortal, and that's just what Logan has always wanted to be. So, basically, he kind of is thinking about this decision as well. There are some other things going on that I really did like, but that's the main plot of the movie, and I really enjoyed that a lot. Because definitely that was really great about the movie, and I really enjoyed that. It is different from other X-Men movies, I'm sure. It's not as action-packed, I will say that. There are some really cool fight scenes, but there aren't as many, Wolverine kicking ass. There aren't as many of that. There's, 2 scenes of him doing that, but it's not as much that. Most of the movie is him grieving over Jean Grey, trying to get over Jean Grey, and falling in love with this new girl, Mariko. Let's get into the performances, though. Of course, you have Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Of course, he's Wolverine. He's perfect. And I think it's really become second nature to him. He really did a great job in this one. I think he's really gotten really comfortable with the character. And I just think he has a lot of fun with this character. You can clearly see he has a lot of fun with this character. You can also clearly see that he's gotten comfortable with this role. And I definitely saw that in the Wolverine. I definitely saw everything like that in here. And I think he's just so good as the Wolverine. He really is great. Now, the other characters, I liked them, but I don't know their names. Let me look up their names really quickly. Let me just look up the other names. Okay, Teo Okamoto played Mariko Yoshida, and I thought she was actually pretty good. She is basically the one who is kind of working with him. It's Yoshida's granddaughter, basically, and Yoshida is our main antagonist in the movie. And Mariko is kind of working with Logan, but at the same time, he kind of is starting to fall in love with Mariko. Although they did not go in the comic book direction, because in the comic book, I looked this up, Mariko and Logan actually end up getting together and getting engaged, and I believe they do get married and everything. But they did not do that in this, because I think what they were trying to do was he was trying to concentrate on Jean Grey, who actually played a pretty big part in this movie. I was very surprised with how big of a role she played. You know, Famke Janssen was back at her. She's in a lot of his dream sequences. He's thinking a lot about her, and it's the most important relationship in his life. We've basically seen that he can't get over her, and he can't have any other relationships because he's just so attached to Jean Grey, and I thought that was really cool about that the movie addressed that. That was something that I really enjoyed, because I didn't really expect to see that in a superhero movie. I thought that was really cool. How, you know, he had to kill her. He knew he had to, but he feels so bad for doing it. He does. He feels horrible. So yeah, that was definitely really cool. Now, I will say that I am going to get into some spoilers. So let's talk some spoilers, because the spoilers basically are the best parts of the movie, in my opinion. Especially that post-credit scene. Oh my god, I love the post-credit scene. By the way, would I say this is better than Thor: The Dark World? I know I said Thor: The Dark World was my favorite. I think this one is actually my favorite now. Thor: The Dark World was good, but there were some parts that were drag. This one I actually really enjoyed the most. I thought it was good, and it was also pretty dark too. It wasn't silly. Thor was good with the comedy. This one is pretty serious though. It's pretty just like serious, and it's not very silly or anything like that. The biggest thing I want to talk about with spoilers, because we are talking about spoilers now, is the whole thing with, I actually thought that they would maybe, I didn't think they would kill him off, but that one scene where they kill him off, I knew he wasn't going to die, but I actually kind of was like, okay, what's going to happen here? When Silver Samurai took away his healing powers, I thought that was a really amazing scene. I thought that was really cool to see everything, and how Jean Grey was sort of the person who kind of brought him back to life and gave him the strength and everything. I really enjoyed seeing that. And I also liked how Mariko helped him and everything. My one little complaint with the movie is the ending. I wasn't exactly satisfied with the ending. Mariko becomes I really was not very satisfied with the ending. Basically, the ending is just that Mariko becomes CEO of the Yoshida Corporation, and Yukio stays by Logan's side as his bodyguard. I mean, that's cool, but I was surprised that Mariko just took off like that, when it seemed like her and Logan might start something, which they did not. I was very surprised that they did not start something, because I thought they could clearly see that we could clearly see that they did have some sort of chemistry, and I was pretty surprised that they didn't actually start something. I was pretty surprised by that. What I really want to talk about, though, was the post-credit scene, which I thought was the best part of the movie by far. So the post-credit scene, Logan is leaving Japan. Also, that's the other thing. I thought they portrayed Japan pretty well. Most of the actors are Japanese actors in this movie, and I thought they did a pretty good job with portraying Japan as well. I forgot to say that. But he's leaving Japan. He's at the airport. He sees Magneto and he sees Professor X, and they say, "There's a grave danger. You got to come back and help us out." And that gets us right into X-Men Days of Future Past, which I cannot wait for. I think that's going to be amazing, because it's going to tie into literally every single X-Men movie. The first one, the second one, the third one, X-Men First Class. We're going to see, those characters back. We're going to see the characters from the Abyss back. We're going to see all the characters back, and I think it's really going to connect really well, in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that. So yeah, overall, I really liked the Wolverine. I thought it really was a great movie, and I definitely really enjoyed it. And I liked how it was more of an emotional movie rather than an action-packed movie, which, don't get me wrong, there are some pretty cool fights, and Logan does get to kick some ass, because that's what we know. He's just an ass kicker. And he does get to do that, but not as much as in previous movies. But I definitely really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was really good. Will it make my top 10 list? I don't know, but it definitely was a really good summer movie that I unfortunately missed. I'm sorry that I missed it, but yeah. So I recommend you guys definitely check it out. So that's it for my review of the Wolverine. Let me know what you guys saw of the movie. The last two superhero movies I have to see Man of Steel and I have to see Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 I heard was not very good. Man of Steel, however, I've heard was really good, so I do want to check out Man of Steel. However, my next movie review probably won't be Man of Steel, but we'll have to see what my next one will be, so I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye, and, I hope you guys had a great Christmas, because this is going to be my last review for Christmas, so I hope you guys had a really great Christmas, so see you, guys, tomorrow. Bye.